Rounding out our retro card figures from G.I. Joe Classified Series by Hasbro, we have Scarlett. How does she compare with the first release? Welcome to GI Reviews. I am the Ruckus, and what we got going on, you see it right there. We've got number 3 in a series of 3 reviews regarding G.I. Joe Classified Series retro card figures for 2024. We're looking at Scarlett this go round, and like our previous 2 offerings of Recondo and Duke, we're getting the characters that we want in the uniforms that we wanted them to be in originally, and we got them in those uniforms. And definitely in the case of Scarlett, I can tell you guys right off the bat a whole lot more, but I'm jumping the gun. Anyway, you see what we got going on. It's retro card style. We got the card back, which these retro cards are a bit thicker than the first offerings that were formerly back in the day Walmart exclusives. These are thicker. They're not as flimsy, so they're not as prone to bending at the slightest touch. So you got that, and you see what we got going on with our Scarlett right there. We definitely got her in the uniform that we know her to be in, and a whole lot more. And you'll see what I'm talking about a little bit later on in this review. Anyway, turning to the rear, we have the 3 figures in this very small wave of retro carded figures. And up top, we have a small info and bio offering about Scarlett. So you want to see that, get your own and then read it, because we're moving on with this. Anyway, you see what we got going on. It's the last time you're going to see her like this unless you get your own, because she's about to come out this piece. And here we've got Scarlett out of packaging, and I can tell you straight up, anybody that has been in the Classified Series game from the beginning, you could see right off the bat that, Hasbro came correct with this offering. It is not like the original, more or less in any way, quite frankly. If you recall, the original was in a kind of like a futuristic kind of uniform. They all were, quite frankly, back then. And that's what had collectors, G.I. Joe faithful, heated, for sure. I was new to the game in terms of G.I. Joe collecting, so I wasn't as emotionally invested in that, but I kind of sort of felt everyone else's pain. And because one of my good friends, he also has a YouTube channel here, and we sometimes collaborate, goes by Reg Henny. His channel is Toys, Noise, and Action Figures. Shout out to him. But he is an avid G.I. Joe fan, and he gave me an education in the form of the 2 seasons of G.I. Joe, the cartoon, and the movie Rise, Serpentor Rise. So I looked at all of that to catch up and get some familiarity with the genre, and appreciated of that. And so I do understand where everybody's coming from. I too would prefer having them the way everybody knows them to be. And finally, we got that with Scarlett. We're going to go over the accessories first, and you guys are going to love this segment, because Scarlett is something else. We're going to start off with the most basic and consistent accessory that all the retro figures come with, and that is the stand. You see it's got the G.I. Joe logo symbol there, and of course the pegs. We have that, and now we will go to, she comes with backpack, as you can see right there. It's kind of sort of molded in a drab olive style green. Lots of detail. Would be nice if we had, I say this all the time, I guess I'll keep saying it, because I know we all feel that way. It would be nice if we had gotten some type of paint detail to distinguish between all of that detail, the textures and the buckles and everything else, but we didn't. You do note that we have a couple pegs right there. So I want you guys to keep that in mind, because they're to house and store weapon one, which is this shoddy right here that she comes with. Scarlett is something else, let me tell you. Coming with that, molded in that same green. That's the one caveat I have with these retro figures. All of the weapons, they're molded in this green. That's been the motif for this particular 3-set wave, and I'd rather they be black. You see the stock, though, is a different color right there. The next weapon is M16, and I said that just so I can sound like I know what I'm talking about. Any of y'all have been rocking with me, you know that I'm not really up on the nomenclature of weapons like that, but you guys are, and as always, I behoove you to help a brother out. We have a removable magazine. Once again, that's cool. That same color. It is what it is. In terms of the projectile weaponry, we get the sidearm right here. Same thing. Very nice. And let me tell you something. Scarlett is off the chain. Let me tell you, before I put this down, we're not done with projectile weapons when it comes to Scarlett. And you'll see what I mean momentarily. She also comes with a knife, molded in that green, all the way. The blade isn't even painted silver. This go round, it is what it is. We are still not done with weapons for Scarlett. Like I said, the girl is unbelievable. She's walking around with more weaponry than the males. We also get her iconic crossbow, and it can be disassembled, as you can see right there. And I can tell you guys right now, this is not the same crossbow that we got in the first Scarlett offering, and I'll show that a little bit later as well. She comes with 4 different arrows, and they are different because you have one. This is like a let me zoom in, because these are too narrow to show you guys like this. You see that this particular arrow is a grappling arrow. Set that down. She's got a couple more here. This arrow is a basic one, as you can see right there. This arrow, also a basic one, as you can see right there. And finally, this one is also a basic arrow. It actually is a different kind of arrowhead, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see what's going on here. Get those to at least be in focus. If I'm not mistaken, are they the same type of arrowhead? I think they're different. So yeah, still got it going on with Scarlett. Had to play the weapons game. We also get an additional set of fists. I'm really thinking that, at least with the retro line, Classified Series really changing up their MO. We're getting hands, extra hands. We never used to get those before. The hands that came on the fig was all we got. And we're still not done with the accessories, because Scarlett comes with 2 different ponytail pieces. One is a little bit more S-shaped than the other. So, yeah, very, very nice. What a loadout. And now, looking at, let me move her back. She's kind of sort of out of the light. I got her almost underneath my ring light there, so it appeared darker than it really is supposed to be. Anyway, looking at our girl right here, you can see the hairstyle that she has. I'll do a quick going up and down, and then play the comparison game so you could see the differences. That's where you can truly appreciate her. In terms of her arsenal, now, everything, I showed you all of her accessories, and she's loaded with a lot of weapons, but it keeps going. Look what's going on her left arm. She has throwing stars, or shurikens, right? And that's not all. Let me lift up her arm, and put it in like that, and then zero in. And now you see what I'm talking about. You can't be serious. This girl even has one of those, in case of emergency, drop from your forearm, wrist down into your hand, small. This girl is off the chain. Like I said, more equipped than most of the males in the G.I. Joe line. She's rocking a grenade, probably a flashbang. So I mean, these are all sculpted. That's amazing. With all the weapons she came as an accessory, she also has sculpted on weapons just to enhance the look, and that is cool. This is the retro line. All of those accessories is just crazy. I'm gushing over all of that. She's got her sheath or holster for the arrows. There are individual ports, as you can see. Got some nice color going on right there as well. And yeah, this is pretty nice. I love the I just love the whole aesthetic. On her left leg, she's got a sheath, so that's cool too. I'm trying to see if there's any place for her sidearm. I'm bugging out over that. I don't see any place for her sidearm. Nothing on the legs or anything like that. Like I said, she's got the sheath, but on the other side, there's nothing for her sidearm. So that is kind of unfortunate. But, it is what it is. Beggars can't be choosers. In terms of what she's rocking with her articulation, her head and neck are on dumbbells, so that's pretty cool. So you got that going down, and without the ponytail, that's what she's got going up. Obviously, you got all the other stuff. She's got, of course, the butterfly joints. She doesn't have a vest, so she's not impeded that much. She can draw back that far, and then we got to play the clasp game. So this is what you get in terms of her clasping. She has, peep game, she's got the diaphragm, of course, because she's female and got the boobocepticles up there. It makes it difficult to go forward that way. She can go back a little bit, but to assist with that, she has the inverted ball joint there at the waist, so that can be added on both ways, not that much. Of course, with the diaphragm, she can rock it side to side and rotate. She's got the drop down leg, so you got that going on. And of course, she's pinless all over the place, knees and everything else. She does swivel at the top of the boot. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. And of course, she's got, all of the ankle articulation that we've come to expect from classified series. Here we have the old and the new side by side. On our right, we have the original, the first Scarlett, number 5 in the line. As you guys may or may not recall, you see what I'm talking about, how the original, or the first one, I'll put it that way, is it's got the futuristic type of uniform. A lot of people, they weren't feeling it. A lot of people thought that her hair was more orange than scarlet or red, which is what she gets her name from. And so now, these years later, we get, looking over on our left, Scarlett the way how we've always known her to be, how we've envisioned her to be, and I personally am happy with it. Speaking of on our left, she's carrying basically everything on her, and figured out why we have that S-shaped ponytail. That's to drape over her backpack. She's got both of her long-range weapons affixed to the backpack. You see she's carrying in her left hand her sidearm, which we don't have a holster for. That's bugging me. And on her right, she's carrying her crossbow. And I want to talk about that crossbow for a hot minute. So up close, we have our new Scarlett's crossbow. And this is what the old one looks like. So you see what I'm talking about there? They're totally different, which is crazy. But they're both modular, too, so they both separate. But they are different both molded in black, of course, but you see the cosmetic differences there. So yeah, basically everything on Scarlett is all new. On our new Scarlett, I should say. It isn't just the appearance that's different with number 5. Also, she really, in comparison with what we got with the retro version, got very shortchanged on the accessories. She's got a knife there in the holster, sheath rather, and then on her backpack she's got 2 that you can place in there. They are removable, and her arrows are part of the backpack, so those are the same accessory as the backpack, and her crossbow. And that's really all you get with this version of Scarlett. Just so you guys can see and get an idea of how well equipped she is, there's the knife, of course, in the holster, her sidearm, her crossbow. Then turn to the back, you can see that ponytail, the S-shaped one. It's made so it can drape over her backpack, and you see she's got her weapons affixed to that backpack. So that is, and now I can tell you also that because when she's loaded out like this, she's very, her center of gravity is basically all over the place. You know, when you're trying to vanilla pose her, it'll be difficult to find the sweet spot. Here's Recondo and Duke, the other 2 figures from this 3-figure wave, and all of them definite improvements over their original counterparts. But I will say this, boys, Scarlett is making y'all look like wusses the way she's loaded out compared to you cats. So to conclude, number 3 in a series of 3 retro figures from Classified series, we're talking about G.I. Joe and specifically Scarlett. This, for me, is they were all good. They were all upgrades on the previous offerings that we received. But this right here is without a doubt my favorite. Scarlett is banging. The accessories she comes with, off the chain. She is loaded, straight loaded. Talk about female empowerment. She got it going on. And trust and believe, she's got everything for the right tool or weapon for the right job. Even beyond the accessories, her sculpt has additional weapons. Shuriken throwing stars. She's got a emergency small firearm, the drop down kind, you know, the kind that's usually tucked in sleeves. Hers is outside the sleeve. It's sculpted in. Obviously it's not an accessory, but it just looks great. It just adds to the aesthetic of Scarlett. The crossbow, different from the first crossbow, and she's got 4 different arrows. 1 is a grappling arrow. The other 3 are basic. I think there's a different arrowhead on one of them, still pointy. I could be wrong about that. It just looked, for some reason, it looked different to me. She's got 2 attachable ponytails, 1 that drapes over her backpack. With the one caveat that I can think of right offhand is she has no holster for her sidearm. That's actually bugging me. I'm going to have to figure out a way to get a third-party holster, and that's the easy part. The hard part will be finding something that matches. You know, I guess it could be black, and it's all good. It is what it is. But that's the only thing that I'm finding that is deficient with Scarlett. I'm just still bugging that they managed to get as much as they did in a retro carded figure. That lets you know that it can be done. And that's what I got to say about Scarlett. G.I. Joe Classified Series, retro card back. Excellent figure. What you guys going to do, let me know in the comment section below. What did you think about Scarlett? What do you think about these 3 retro series figures? Put them in the comment section below. Give a thumbs up. Share this video for sure. Subscribe if you haven't done so. And hit that notification bell so you can be informed the next time I upload another video. Going on vacation for a little bit, guys, so it'll be a minute before you see me again. I'm going to miss you like you're going to miss me. Take care. Thanks for rocking with me. Peace.